Let me quickly try to get to the rest of my callers. D out of Arizona. First time caller. D, I'll give you 30 seconds. Go for it.
Yeah, you spoke earlier with authority on saying that people don't discriminate based on skin color. Where does that come from where you have that authority to speak on that?
Nobody hates based on skin color. He said that people hate blacks because they're black. That's dumb. Do you hate anybody because of do you hate anybody because of their skin color?
I don't. But
then
I know
how do you assume that other people
do hate because of skin color, and you have no.
No, you don't. You don't know anybody who hates anybody based on skin color. You made that up.
I do. I've had experiences where people judge me based on my skin color.
It's not based on your skin color. No, it's not. It's based on no. It's based on the bad reputation. It's based on the bad reputation that blacks have created for themselves. And you're suffering from that.
Because if you don't judge people based on their skin color,
it's not judging based on the skin color. It's judging based on the reputation.
Then you would judge everybody as an individual.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, you would.
No, it's not.
Yes, you would.
No, you wouldn't.
You're basing it on their skin color.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All right, D, I gotta go, man.
You're ignorant.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow, and I'm going to straighten you out because Jesse has a way
you're
to
blind.
Things. The way that you put
you're blind, and you don't know what you're talking about. All right, guys. Let me quickly get to D out of Arizona. I told him to call back, and he said that he would. And D, I spoke with him yesterday, and he was pretty agitated about me saying that no one hates anybody else because of skin color. But I think that he said that he doesn't, but that other people have hated him because of skin color, supposedly. D, good to hear from you again. Thanks for calling back.
Yeah, no problem. Great to hear from you. I appreciate you taking my call.
Yeah. Are you black or are you white or what are you?
Hey, why is it? It's not even really relevant.
It's just interesting to know.
It's not really relevant.
You don't want to say?
The point that we're talking about. Well, because the point we're talking about is that people don't discriminate based on skin color.
Yeah.
But you want me to identify what I am, so then you can already prejudge on what I'm saying and why I'm saying it.
All right.
Isn't that interesting?
That's your mind went through all that. That's fine.
Well, I'm just saying.
It would explain a lot.
Because you cannot see.
Yeah.
What I am, and you cannot detect it from my voice. You want clarification,
right?
Because you want to then prejudge or predetermine what I'm about to say and what my motivation is.
All right, well, go ahead. It'll explain a lot regardless.
No, you're already explaining.
How old are you? Because that'll help me too.
Well, how will that help you? How come you can't listen to a conversation?
Go for it.
One of the things you always say is that somebody's blind.
Yeah.
And it seems like that would be your worst weakness, that if you you lost one of your five senses where you couldn't see,
that would be horrible. Yep.
Then it would be horrible for you, but it's a reality for some people. But you can deal with it because all you're about.
You don't know that.
But now you're peripheral cues.
But now you're just making up something just to be nasty.
No,
make your point. Make your point.
To be nasty.
Yeah, because you don't know how I don't even know how I would react if I lost my sight or something. And now you're assuming that how you know I would react. That's ridiculous.
You're making my point for me. Actually, I haven't said anything. You're making a point by actually showing your ignorance.
But what ignorance have I shown?
So my point was yesterday and today is that you said absolutes.
Yes.
You said absolutes, that nobody judges anybody on skin color.
Right.
How do you make absolutes?
How do I make absolutes?
Says nobody, not all but most, but you are making absolute that nobody judges anybody on skin color.
Correct.
That is amazing that you can make absolute statements like that.
Because think about it. When you're mad at,
you said nobody.
Do you hate anybody?
No, I don't think I hate anybody, no.
Have you ever hated anybody?
I can't say it raised to the level of hate.
Have you ever been...
Have I had animosity towards people?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So if you've had animosity towards people, and what was it prompted by?
It was by that individual's behavior.
Yeah.
Not by a group's behavior. So I wouldn't judge somebody by their eye color, their hair color,
so in that case,
the roundness or the slantness of their eyes, nor their skin color.
So in that case, why do you assume that other people do it? You only know your own self.
I've been told that clearly. I've been told that if the only thing a black person can do, I've heard it. That if the only thing a black person can do for me is shine my shoes or play football.
And what's wrong with that? You didn't say anything.
It said the only thing.
Uh-huh.
The only thing a black person can do is shine my shoes or play football.
So what?
You don't think there's anything
So
wrong
what?
with that?
So what?
Hank, are you saying there's nothing wrong with that statement?
I don't know what's wrong or right with it. You're not giving me any context.
You don't? Then you're ignorant about it. Then you're
Yes, I'm ignorant about the situation because you won't enlighten me.
I just enlightened you about it.
You didn't enlighten anything. You just told me you just made a statement that some people would deem offensive because they're hateful people, and then you didn't give me any context. So there was there's no light.
Let me help you out because I feel like you're.
So hold on. Answer this question for me. If you never have animosity based on those shallow things, why do you assume other people are that shallow or more shallow than you?
I haven't assumed anything.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
What has been confronted to me
because you assume.
I just gave you a personal example.
Yeah, that's not a good example though. It's not a good example.
It's not a good example.
Let me tell you why it's not a good example. You want me to explain? You want me to explain why it's not a good example?
I want you to, try to explain it to your listeners.
Because you didn't explain why that person said that. They didn't say because he's black.
Well, let me explain it to you why they said it.
You didn't say because his skin is black.
Because that is their belief.
Yeah, exactly. That's a circular argument. You didn't say because its skin is black, and they didn't say that. So you're assuming that. You don't know what you're talking about.
The only thing a black person can do for me is shine my shoes or play football.
Yeah, you're repeating it. That's what somebody said.
Because you're not taking it in. I can't help it if you're.
I'm taking it in, but I'm not making assumptions based on it. I'm not assuming that it's just because of the so-called skin color.
Well, okay, he didn't say the only thing people. He didn't say the only thing white people. He didn't said the only thing Asian people. He said the only thing black people are good for, or the only thing black people can do for me, is shine my shoes or play football.
What is something that black people have in common besides skin color?
They have the American culture.
They have a degenerate American culture.
You keep talking about.
They have a degenerate American culture.
There's something called an American culture, which apparently the two betas that called you before didn't even bring that up. There's actually something called American culture.
And look at the South African culture. It's no better. It's even worse.
So you're saying it's based on skin color?
No, I'm not. You're the one who's saying that. You're the one who's saying that.
No, you're the one that's saying that.
No, I didn't say skin color. That's so dumb.
You take everybody as an individual.
No, you don't even believe in individuality. You don't even believe in individuality because you're dehumanizing the so-called racist. You believe that racism exists.
I'm not saying.
You're looking down on the people. You're looking down on the people who are sick of black, out of control people.
Black, yeah. Say it like you really want to say it. No, what I'm saying is that
I did say it like I really want to say it.
What you want to
You're ignorant, D. You're guilty of what you're accusing the whites of being.
Let me.
You hate white people, by the way.
Okay, whatever. So
and you hate blacks. You don't love black people.
When Jesus is judging you, do you want Jesus to judge you on whatever the perceived culture of your people, your skin color, or do you want him to base you based on your individual things that you do in your life? Which one?
That's what happens. Jesus does his thing.
I'm asking you a simple question.
It's a stupid question.
Do you want God to judge you based on your individuality or your perceived culture?
I don't want God to judge me.
See, exactly. So you're just speaking in circles, and
you're the one speaking in circles. You haven't proved anything. You're ignorant.
I asked you a real simple question.
You're ignorant.
Do you want God to judge you on your individuality?
I don't want God to judge me on my individuality. I want him to withhold his judgment on me.
When you determine if you're going to hell or heaven, you don't want him to judge you.
Right. I don't want him judging me for that.
So all right. I'm done. You're ignorant.
No, you're the one who's ignorant. You're ignorant, and you sound either Mexican or an ignorant, educated white, or you sound like a black who's brainwashed to believe in racism and hate white people and look down on black people, and you don't care about black people. You don't even want to acknowledge that black people have a degenerate culture in America and around the world. And you just blame it on, oh, skin color. It's skin color. That means you're looking down on the white people. You're assuming that they're judging based on skin color when you have no proof.
Let me tell you what I want to acknowledge is that in general, American culture overall has been deteriorating.
Yep. And blacks have led the way. Blacks have led the way, and you don't want to acknowledge that. Blacks have led the way. Have blacks led the way? Have blacks led the way? Yes. Yes.
It seems like actually the majority has led the way, and they've let in a lot of things in the born that they shouldn't have.
You're blind. You're closing your eyes to reality, and you don't care about black people. You're pretending. You're pretending to care about black people, and you don't. You hate black people.
I care about all people.
You don't care about anybody.
You don't.
No.
I care about
well, okay, you may
people.
care. You may care, but you hate. You hate them. Why are you such a hateful person, D? Why do you even listen to this show, D?
Because I need to know what's going on.
Thank you. Because I spread the truth. Hake news, not fake news.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, I don't care. That's the other person didn't say that he hates based on skin color, but you assume it. So I'm assuming that you like Hake news, not fake news. Thank you, man.
Really? Is that what I said?
You didn't have to say it. I read between the lines, just like you did. Hake news, not fake news.
You're basically saying what I didn't say.
Yeah, and so just like how you treat the white people, just how you treat the white people. They never said skin color. They never said skin color. Race is more than skin color, by the way.
Race is more than skin color?
Yes, it is.
So my theory, because you're kind of ignorant, I don't want to call you a name, but in my idea...
Calling me ignorant is calling me a name.
There's only one race. There's only one race, and that's the human race.
That's dumb. That's hippie stuff. That's not gonna improve the world, man. That's hippie stuff.
I don't split. Oh, do you have blue eyes or green
No,
eyes?
I don't know.
Do you have blue eyes or green eyes?
They're greenish brown. I don't know. It depends on if the light is shining in them. Why? Don't be hitting on me. That's nasty.
So should I judge all greenish brown-eyed people?
Oh gosh, you listen to Jane Elliott, that idiot. You listen to Jane Elliott?
I'm just pointing out how ignorant.
Because Jane Elliott. No, you're the ignorant one. You're the one.
Hey,
do you support Trump?
Something else. Yes, I do.
Right on, man. Appreciate that.
I have a 45 Trump jersey, a 45 USA hat. I'm the biggest Trump supporter. But
so then how come you're so blind on this issue?
That's why I listen to the show.
Right on, man.
I listen to the show because a lot of things I agree with you guys.
All right.
But there's some things that make no sense in what you're saying.
Well, why don't you pause then, man?
How come you fix your stuff?
But you don't. No, you don't. What you need to do, man. And maybe I got issues myself, right? But what I recommend, here's some unsolicited advice that you're not going to take. Maybe you will. But pause, man. If you don't get something, don't assume that they're wrong, because you have to think a little bit deeper.
Black people. So when that guy said the only thing that black people can do is shine his shoes or play football,
right?
I should assume that that's true.
Yeah, ask him. No, don't assume that it's true. Just ask him. Like, did you follow up with him? Hey, D, real fast, and then I gotta go. Did you follow up with that person? Did you follow up with that person and be like, why did you say that?
You want to hear the story? I'll tell you quick.
Real fast. I'll give you a minute.
Real fast. Well, this person was when I was 7 years old. So this person is approximately 30 years older now. So what do you think that person's doing when they're in business and they're a manager or they're whatever working at a company? What do you think they're viewing of white people? Now things could have changed.
I'm rolling my eyes, man.
I'm just throwing it out there. What do you think that person with that mentality, how are they growing up today and how are they treating black people?
I have no idea.
People in their coach. I have no idea either.
Yeah.
But I'm just throwing it out there for you to grow as a person and to think about what you're saying.
No, but you should listen to this, because somebody who says that could be a very just and fair-minded person. And you're just assuming something that you don't know. And you don't know why he said that. You don't know why he said that. You don't know his experiences with the black people. You don't. Why?
First of all, they're evil. And they're basically
no, man, it's crazy.
Whatever Satan has gotten into them.
This is why the whites are sick of you guys. This is why the white people are sick of you guys, because you're such.
What do you mean, you guys? You have no idea what I am.
I don't, but the whites are sick of you still. They're sick of you whether you're white or Hispanic or what.
Why are the whites sick of me? Why are not intelligent people sick of me? Because it's not.
No,
but
I'm telling you, man.
It's
Look,
another intelligence. So why are white people sick of me?
because you're judging some guy as evil from something that happened when you were 30 years ago, right? And you don't know what he meant by it. You didn't follow up with him. You were a kid, right?
Example, but go ahead. That was one example, but go ahead.
Yeah. If there's one example, there are others. So there's
many.
Yes, and you're going to call this man evil. And this is kind of like the situation where Trump said, send them back about the Congresswoman of color. I don't know if you supported that or not, but some people
send them back.
Nice. There's some really nice Jesse supporters and Trump supporters who were like, oh, I don't know if I support Trump saying that, because they don't realize that there are a lot of people brainwashed to be like against white people and against America. And that's why there's people who are sick of blacks, like that person maybe it was, and you're assuming that he's evil. You're judging him entirely when, yeah, maybe that was an unfair statement, I guess, maybe. Who knows? Because who knows what he really meant? Who knows how he actually functions? Because how you act is more than what you say. He may say that, he may talk big, but he's really actually very fair with the blacks. You don't know it, but you don't have the spirit of the freedom of speech. You believe in this, I don't know if you believe in racism, but you kind of believe in this racism narrative where people get sick of that. The whites get really sick of this because it's a betrayal of white people. Because you don't believe in the freedom, you don't want to grant that guy the freedom of speech. You don't know what he meant by it. You're going to judge him as evil when you don't know. You're the evil one.
If you take enough bad medicine, you're going to get sick. So
but anyways, man, I got to go. Let's talk about this again later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it again later. I hope your listeners understand you're kind of a beta with some of the things you're saying.
Why do you have to be so mean?
Because you always, at the end of the day, you always refer back to Jesse and then Jesus.
I know, but he's so right all the time. Can you blame me?
Step up as a man. Why don't you step up as a man and stop referring back
be
to
patient.
Jesse like
you gotta be patient with the white people. The white people have a long ways to go.
No, I don't. I like all people. I don't look.
I'm just saying, you gotta be patient with me. I'll come into my own maybe.
I look at you as a beta male. That's what I look at you as.
That's fine. That's fine.
If you're going to make absolute statements, make sure absolute statements are correct.
I stand by what I said, man. Appreciate it, D. 100%
of all people have never discriminated based on skin color.
Right.
That shows your ignorance.
No, I said hate. I said hate. Discrimination is good.
Welcome. Your callers are welcome. And
all right.
You are welcome.
Take care, man.